Once upon a time, in a castle of shining towers and endless gardens, lived a young prince named Leo. He had golden hair, clever eyes, and everything a child could dream of. Rooms filled with toys, a library with books stacked to the ceiling, and even a private zoo with peacocks and lions. But despite all this, Leo was bored. Every day felt the same. He ate feasts without flavor, played games without joy, and wandered through his palace hallways, wondering why he felt so empty. "I want something exciting," he told his tutor. "A dragon to fight, a mystery to solve." But the tutor just chuckled. "Life in a castle is already a gift, young prince." One rainy afternoon, as Leo sat by the window, watching raindrops race down the glass, a maid entered holding a small folded paper swan. "This was found under your door," she said. Leo raised an eyebrow. "Who sent it?" She shrugged. "It wasn't signed." Leo unfolded the swan. Inside was a short message, written in fine, careful script. "Your greatness does not fly from riches, but from what you give away." "A friend." Leo frowned. What did that mean? He crumpled the note and tossed it aside. The next morning, another paper swan appeared. This one read, "Give something away today and see how it returns." Curious, Leo went to his playroom and picked up a polished wooden horse, the one he never played with. On his walk through the palace, he met the cook's son outside the kitchen. "Want this?" Leo asked. The boy blinked. "Really? Thank you." His face lit up like sunrise. Leo felt a flutter in his chest. Was that joy? The next day, a third swan appeared. "Find the quietest person in the castle and listen." Leo wandered through the palace and found an old gardener trimming roses. "You hardly ever talk," Leo said, sitting beside her. The woman smiled. "Not much to say, but the flowers speak plenty if you listen." Leo stayed there all afternoon, learning about petals, sunlight, and patience. Each day brought a new paper swan with a new message. Trade one luxury for one lesson. Help without being asked. Say thank you to someone who never hears it. He did each task faithfully. Slowly something in him shifted. He began noticing things. The tired eyes of the maids, the ache in his old tutor's back, the joy on the cook's face when praised. He gave away books to the library. He helped sweep the courtyard. He shared stories with stable boys by candlelight. And every evening, a new paper swan awaited him. After a month, Leo looked in the mirror and hardly recognized himself. Not because his face had changed, but because his eyes had. They held a spark of something new, purpose. One day, Leo decided to catch the mysterious sender. He hid behind his bedroom curtain before dawn. The sun rose. A shadow crept in, gently placing a folded swan on his desk. Then it disappeared. Leo rushed forward, but the room was empty. He opened the swan. "You are ready now. The final gift is yours to give." Confused, Leo asked everyone in the castle if they knew the identity of the note leaver. No one confessed. So, he visited the maid who delivered the first swan. "I need to know," he said. "Who's been leaving them?" She looked at him gently, then opened a drawer. Inside were dozens of drawings, paper swans with tiny notes, all in the same handwriting, Leo's handwriting. "These are yours," she said softly. "You made them when you were younger. Do you remember?" Leo was stunned. A flood of memories returned. Of a lonely boy who once folded swans and wrote messages to his future self, hoping that someday he'd become someone better. I forgot," he whispered. "But your heart didn't," the maid said. Leo stood there, overwhelmed. All this time, he had followed his own forgotten wisdom, rediscovering who he wanted to be. He took the final swan and walked through the castle, thinking. Then he knew what gift to give. That night, he gathered everyone, servants, workers, stable hands, cooks, and guards. I have something for you all, he said. He unrolled a parchment and read aloud a decree. By the power of my title, I hereby declare this castle belongs not to me alone, but to all who live and work within it. The gardens, the library, and even the music room will be shared with every family. Gasps echoed through the crowd. We built this life together, he continued, and from now on, we live it together. The castle was never the same again. Laughter echoed in places once silent. Music played in kitchens. Children painted in the halls. Prince Leo, now called the People's Prince, grew up to be a wise and kind king. His crown was simple, but his heart was golden. As for the paper swans, they became a tradition. Every year, on the prince's birthday, children across the kingdom folded swans and hid them around the castle, each with a message of hope, kindness, and wisdom, and Leo always smiled when he found one. Moral of the story: greatness doesn't come from what you own, but from what you give. Real transformation begins when you start living for others. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share.